So the rest of 9.3 is doing inequalities. So it says a cellular phone tower services a 10-mile radius. You get a flat tire 4 miles east and 9 miles north of the tower. Are you in the tower's range? How could I figure that out? It has a key word in here that tells me what type of equation I should use. Cellular phones tower services a 10-mile radius. So what type of equation should I be using?
The circle one.
A circle one, which is x squared plus y squared equals r squared, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but this says that it services a 10-mile radius. You get a flat tire 4 miles east and 9 miles north of the tower. Are you in the tower's range? So what do you have to be in that range? Are you equal to it, or do you have to be?
Near it. We have to be
10
10
miles.
Well, you could be
Yes.
both, technically.
You could be.
Yes.
What's yes, Drew?
Because, well, yes, you're in the range of the thing, because.
Okay, but I need mathematical proof, not just yes.
Well, if it's 10 miles in a circle all the way around it,
Good.
and you're only 4 north or east,
Okay, let's work with that. So what I need to say is that x
Oh.
squared plus y squared has to be less than or equal to r squared, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have to be within that circle, like Drew said. So if I have that circle, and this is 10, 10, 10, and 10, right? Here's where I have to fall inside the range of, correct? Okay, and if you're right, if the cell service is right here in the center, correct? Logically, and you are 4 miles east and 9 miles north, okay? 4 miles east and 9 miles north, where would I be in that range? Where's 4 miles east?
over there.
This way, okay, so somewhere around here, and 9 miles north would be right here, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in that range. The way I've solved that is east and west would go with x. Right?
Okay,
X,
yeah,
x
and then
axes,
north
east and
and
west.
south, okay.
And north and south would go with,
So is it basically a triangle now?
so basically I have this, 4 squared plus 9 squared has to be less than or equal to my radius squared, which is,
100.
so what's 4 squared?
16.
And 9 squared?
81.
And it's less than or equal to,
100.
what's 81 and 16 added together?
97.
Yep, 97. So is 97 less than or equal to 100?
Yes.
So I'm in cell range. I need the math behind it. Okay?
So do we have to do the circle part, or can we just?
You can just do the math.
Alright.
You can draw it out for me. You can do both. I need math behind it.
Alright.
Okay?
Is that it?
That's what, yes, that's like the first part. Now, second part says this. In example 4, this is example 4. Suppose that you fix your tire and then drive south. For how many more miles will you be in range of the tower if you drive south? So you're at, right here, you're at 4.9, right?
Oh, okay.
Right here, we're at 4.9.
Mhm.
If I drive south, that means I go this way, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So how many more miles would I be able to drive and stay within the range? It would be 4 and y. I'm trying to figure out what that y is. How can I solve that? How can you solve that? You're trying to figure out what?
Oh, would you use distance?
Remember that this is the
Well, are we
distance
using the
formula.
same, are we using the
So
same,
we put, would
would
it
we
be
use
X?
the same equation?
You would use the same equation, but we'd be missing something. What would we be missing?
Well, we don't know what our Y is.
We don't know what the y is. Do you know what the x is?
Yes.
What is it?
4.
So I have 4 squared, right?
Uh-huh.
Plus y squared has to be less than
Or equal to
or equal to what?
10 squared.
10 squared. 4 squared is,
60.
and 10 squared is 100. So subtract 16, right? And you get y squared is less than or equal to, what's 100 minus 16?
84.
84. And then what do I have to do with that?
Take the square root.
Take the square root. So in your answer, you are going to give me a decimal on this one. Okay? Because I don't think 84 has perfect square. It does not. So you're going to get approximately 9.2. Now, here's the deal. Okay? Remember, this can be a positive and a negative answer because you're taking a square root. Okay? We have to do a little bit of thinking now.
Well, it can't be positive or negative because you're going,
It can be, okay? Because I'm going, what direction am I going?
south.
South.
So
So this
it's-
represents a negative distance, okay? Even though I don't have negative distances, I have a negative when I'm heading south, okay? So it's this, negative 9.2. Now, here's the deal.
Wait, so I have to.
Where did I start at?
4-9.
9, at 9, right?
Mhm.
So to find how far I actually traveled, I have to take 9 and subtract from it what my new location is. And I take the absolute value of that. What is 9 minus negative 9.2?
18.
18.2. You traveled 18.2. 18.2, okay? So 18.2 miles. You can travel for 18.2 miles. Here's why that works. Think about this, okay? If this is where 9 is, when I travel to here, I get to 0,
Zero.
right? From here to here, I get to 9.2. So 9 plus 9.2 is how far I traveled total. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay? So you're using this formula tonight on your homework. It's gonna be really easy homework, not too much of it. But you're using this to solve for what is the range of where I can put stuff? Where's the range of locations allowed to go? This is how they solve stuff for when they wanna put stores in certain locations and reach 3 locations within 15 minutes. This is how they solve that type of stuff. They'll set up 3 circles, and wherever they overlap, that's where the store goes. Okay, so like, right now, I live in Westchester, but I can get to Liberty Center,
You don't look
I can get to Bridgewater, I can get to, Mason, Montgomery area, all in 15 minutes. So my house is like here in that location. Does that make sense? So like when you're building shopping centers and different things, a lot of times they'll look at locations of where neighborhoods are and then build what's more central to all of those to get a better pool of people. Okay? So a lot of math is used in this type of stuff.